Hello, this is Nia with the Rainbow Cauldron, and I am here doing your daily general reading for February 1st, 2014. All right, and the first card we put down is from the Druid Animal Oracle deck, and it will represent the general theme throughout the day or something to think about. And the four cards surrounding it will be from the Anna K Tarot deck. Um, and it will represent morning, sunrise, noon, lunchtime, sunset, early evening, and nighttime. All right, and the first card is the cat. And oh, this is very interesting. Um, Look at that cute cat. What a determined cat there. Guarding. That's what the cat's doing here. Guarding what's his. And the cats really have this sort of detached instinct. They're not all too emotional. They're very they kind of got this detachment, and they're very observant. So that's kind of what we get here is an advice to not get to not get emotional about this, and to observe, take a step back and observe, and before you make a judgment, and or observe before you make a decision, um, and to really listen. And it's a card. The cat is just, well, cats are non-emotional, like I said, and just to take things in before you act on them. And the cat, like I also said, is guarding, and to keep your guard up, and that's what we're seeing today. Keeping your guard up here, not letting things um, down yet. And the cards we get around this, we start off with the World. That's a good card to end the week with. And then we have the Nine of Cups. And then the Two of Rods. And finally, we have the Five of Rods. And that's very interesting to end the week with the Five of Rods when the weekly reading, the last card was the Five of Rods. So I want to kind of say here that one thing I kind of, one feeling I sort of get from this is a feeling of travel. And we see that with the World, and the Two of Rods, and a little bit with the Five of Rods. And part of me sees these as sort of talking about, honestly, it makes me sort of think about sporting events, and away games and things like that. That's kind of the feeling it gives me. An opportunity to travel, possibly for business, and participating in some sort of competition, some sort of, and um, if you remember my weekly reading, I didn't think this was necessarily negative fighting. I mean, look at the people back here. They're all smiling and happy. He's pretty determined. He's a bit of a mystery. We're not sure how he's feeling, but it seems to be a general friendly competition. So it's not something that is unexpected. It's something that um, between comrades, or uh, people you have respect for, some sort of positive um, confrontation, that sort of thing. Maybe a friendly disagreement. So with the World, the World is it signifies the completion and achievement, and that's really great to have at the end of a week, especially with one thing I noticed here these last 2 days didn't have any aces, whereas all the aces from we had a bunch of aces from the beginning and middle of the week, and at the end we're not having any aces, and we're seeing a card that represents completion at the end, and so a lot of this is coming together. And that's what the world sort of signifies, a coming together, the project coming to completion and ending. And as I also said, it could possibly indicate travel. And then right here, this is just, celebrating the end of this. And things went well. We had some bumps in the road, but overall, this is just positive celebration. And, there's not much more I can say beyond that, just a lot of good celebration. And here, what this card represents is uh, planning for the future, deciding which direction to take. And it very much connects with the travel feeling that I got from the world. Um, and you notice here that he's kind of gloomy, and I think he's just, with the context of what's going on here, I don't think he's sad. I think he's a little bit impatient, like he wants to get there. He wants a decision to be made on which way to go from here, and which direction to take from now on. And it's not so much a sadness, just I kind of get a feeling of impatience and maybe even boredom, waiting for decisions to be made. And then finally, like I said, with the Five of Rods, some sort of friendly competition. Now that could be a sporting thing. It could be maybe a rival school, or a um, a rival branch of your business or something like that. Some sort of friendly competition. Um, maybe the fruits of the labors that you've been doing is something that you'll be competing with other people about. And there may be a disagreement, but I don't see this as being something that's really negative. It's something that, you don't really have it's a disagreement, but it's with people you respect and care about. So it's not such a big deal, is what I'm feeling here. And so, yeah, that's the energies that we're getting today, and that is the end of this week. I am not sure yet what tarot deck I'm going to use for the next week. I'm kind of thinking I'm going to use the Sacred Sites Tarot. I was kind of messing around with it last night, and that'll be interesting to do because it's a very new deck to me, and it talks about different sacred sites throughout the world, or different places of power, um, based on folklore or history, geological changes, things like that. So it's if I do use that deck for next week, I'll probably be using the little white book with it, because I really want to see the connection it has with these places and how they connect to the meanings of each card. So yeah, if I use that, then it'll definitely be an interesting experience, and there you go, but we'll see. All right, thank you so much for hanging out with me for these weekly readings, and I will see you next week. Blessed be.